everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this video. My name is Leanne and I'm in the garden again. In this video, I'm gonna share with you what I harvest in a week. I think I got just about something out of the garden every day this week. And to top it off, I am gonna harvest some elderberries. Come on. Okay, I harvested 3 cantaloupes in one day, right after a thunderstorm rolled in and dumped so much rain on these that the skin split open from them swelling so quickly. Good thing my boys love cantaloupe. She is not yet ready to be harvested, but she's big. I was not ready for how big she's gonna get. I think I've got about 6 watermelons, and this is the one that is the most developed. I really need to get taller boots. Just be careful where I step. Okay, I just mowed over here, so this is a safe territory. Check it out. There's quite a few on here that still have to turn black, but I've got a couple heads I can pick right now. All right, this is all I'm gonna take right now because the grass is so tall all around that. I don't wanna get bitten by a snake. So I'm gonna be careful. Plus I've got a bunch of freezer bags from last year that I still have yet to make into elderberry gummies. I plan to do that soon since school just started. But there are a bunch of other clumps on there that are ready to pick. However, they kind of picked through. It looks like the birds have been having their way, eating a bunch of elderberries. My thought for this video was to share that you do not need to have a gardening career to have a productive garden. This garden takes like maybe an hour or 2 of my time a week, accumulatively. Harvesting, doing a little bit of weeding here and there, and pest control, which, to be completely honest, I'm not doing at all because it's been too hot and I've been too busy. So the pests have been really bad. The pest damage has been really bad, but the garden is still producing, and that's amazing, and I'm super grateful for that. So do not let not having a lot of time or not having a lot of extra time on your hands stop you from starting a garden if you want to. Obviously it's not for everybody, but if you want to get a garden and you have something like, oh, I don't have enough time to devote to it holding you back, you don't have you don't have to be pouring so much of your time into it to have a productive garden. I definitely did in the beginning of the season, but this time of year, I don't have time to be pouring into my garden, so I'm not. And it's fine. But even though she's very weedy and very messy, she's full of peppers. Look at those. She's full of flowers. No dang pumpkins yet. The bugs are making all the pumpkins fall off. I really need to weed eat this area real bad. But I don't want to hurt the pumpkins, and it's just been too hot and wet. It'd be too difficult, so it's a monstrosity. But this side too. These are not weeds. These are the tomatoes that I've leaned over, and marigold plants. But they're obnoxious. This needs to be pulled out. This needs to be pulled out. So much needs to be ripped out of the garden, but it's been too hot. So if you feel like at the end of the summer you can't do it anymore, take a break. That's what I'm doing. I'm out here still a little bit every day, but it's like for minutes at a time to grab something real quick to feed the birds, and then I get out because it's too hot or raining. I hope you guys enjoyed this harvest video and a little pep talk. If you wanted to get into gardening, fall gardening is starting very soon. I've already planted or sown a lot of the seeds for the fall garden, and they're starting to sprout up. I've got my seed starting shelf filled with baby plants, and those are going to get planted out here in like a month and a half. So there are still things to do in the garden if you did not get your spring garden put in, because right now the spring garden's wrapping up. It's basically done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the next garden tour video for the month of August. That's going to be not next week, but the week after. I post on Thursdays, so stay tuned. Bye.